Good morning and welcome to another Full Transparency Trading session where I'm your host, Sebastian. We are over here on the self-funded account. You can see my $500 in there, and I am honestly not 100% sure how this works because I'm so used to doing Apex's format. So I'm guessing if I trade micros and you eat through the $500, it's like having only the trailing threshold. I didn't want to put too much money in there, so this is a small account challenge. I will be trading micros and seeing what I can make in that market. It is transferable over to the trading view as usual. We haven't taken any trades yet. We'll start out later today because right now we're kind of consolidating, like right in the middle of things, and we don't like to ditto in the middle. So let's go ahead and just do a quick overview of what could happen in today's market, and then we'll move on to possible trade setups. Well, let's start with one of my first possible trade setups. You see this white line right here? I'm gonna put a blue line on that. Since I'm gonna be trading some micros now, I'm going to have to mark out my micros. So I'm gonna clear out all of this old data. Well, I won't clear out all this old data. I'll just clear out several of these blue lines. This was a support area, so this should be a resistance area. We're touching the resistance area, which is proof that we are rejecting off of it. But there is a higher resistance level or a supply zone right here. So click that, type in supply, not suppleaky. Type in supply, and then boom, this is your supply line right there. Now we have our supply zone, we have our demand zone. We know that the ceiling is right around here, so your supply zone 0 or your main area of resistance right there. And this is where we will draw it out, right? Boom, click that right there, create a rectangle, take our rectangle and draw it out to these candles, to the wick of those candles right there. This is the area that is our main supply zone. So we have our main supply zone, we have our demand zone, we have a secondary demand zone that's forming right here at about 57.36. I want to draw that out as well. Click this one more time, put it right here on this blue line, and then bring it down to the wick in the body of this candle right here. And this will be our main demand that we're going to be working off of currently. Apparently I didn't click the text box. So we have our main demand zone that we're working off of. Of course, we wick through it several times down to 25. That's why we have this strong level of support right here, this bar that we're leaving behind. But you got your main demand, you have your main supply, you have our range. We have the range that we're working within. Preferably, I like to work off of the top of my range to the bottom of my range. I don't enjoy working through the middle, but the 200 EMA on the 1 hour has given us this opportunity to work from the middle, because if we get below it, we can take trades to the downside to 57.36. Since we're above it, we're trying to take trades to the upside to at least 57.83. I don't know if we'll get all the way back to 58.03. Like, I'm not a fortune teller. I can't tell you for sure we're gonna go all the way back up to the current week's high. But what I can tell you is that we are in this area here that is a firm level of resistance. As you can see, it used to be an area that we couldn't break through. We finally broke through and then we fell back down below it. So we're getting resisted again. I'm gonna create a new level right here within these wicks, because we're currently at the body. I need to slide it up just a scoosh. Currently at the body, we want to be, I like this one. I like this one. I'll make another one. I'm gonna make another one right there. So add that, because I like the one that I already have set up. Bring that across. Let's go back a little bit to make sure that that's confirmed. Let's take it all the way across here. It is confirmed, and so the next level of resistance is right here, where you saw all this consolidation before we broke to the upside. That's 57.93. That's another $10 zone. And we're just marking out, honestly, we're just marking out $10 ranges that we can take trades from. Like I said, we have our main supply. You can stretch it all the way to the right. We have our main demand. You can stretch that all the way to the right as well. We have our support level 0, which is when we wick through and we come down here. It's a strong level of support before we get to that next demand zone. If we want to, we can go ahead and rip these to the left through the rest of these just to see how they match up to some of the past movement. Looks good to me, looks good to me, looks good to me. I like it. I like it. I like it. So we're at 50% and rejecting over and over again. So the current range is from 57, 70, 50 on down to 57, 36 flat. We'll see how long we hold this. As I was stating before, the tech stocks are trending up, but things are definitely going to change at 9:30 once the option market opens. They're going to give the options traders an opportunity to take the trades from down here if the market's going up today. So that's a pullback I'm looking for. I'm a Yanni guy today, guys. That's the pullback that I'm looking for. I'm looking to pull back to this consolidating range right here of 52. And from that point on, taking trades either to the upside, unless we break below it, I'll take it to the downside. If we break below it, I'll take it to the downside. If we break above it and hold, then I'll take the trade back to the upside. It's a $15 window. This is a $15 window to the downside. And that's it for me today. Best of luck out there. Happy hunting. And as always, take the easy money. You want to keep this as simple as possible. Don't want you getting burned. Protect yourself. Always use the stop loss. And have reasonable areas of take profit. And when I say take profit, I don't mean the stop limit that you set up. Let me clarify that. I do not mean the stop limit that you set up. When I say take profit, I'm purely referring to an area that you're comfortable with accepting profits. Okay? Not the actual take profit line or the stop loss line. When I slide my stop loss up, it's to an area that I'm comfortable with taking profit. It's my first target area. You guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.